Hey guys, Dr. Ben here, F8 Well Centers. Excited to have you on today. We're going to talk about some of the latest research that we're seeing as far as this Omicron variant, but ultimately, what are we going to do? You know, I've been reading about lockdowns, talking to my in-laws back in Rhode Island, and they're saying that schools are shutting down and that they're going back to masks, all these different things. But ultimately, what can we do? Because here's the thing, if we sit here and just are in fear and run around like chicken with our head cut off, oh my gosh, we've got another wave coming, all these things, that does nothing for our health. So what can you do today? What can you be proactive about as opposed to reactive? It seems like this entire time has been reactive. Hey Nancy, good to see you. Pop down below where you guys are watching from. Love to see you all over the country, all over the world. Give me updates. What's going on in your state? Put that down below, or what's going on in your country. I was just talking to a friend in Canada, and he said, thankfully he's got a business that is for building and different things like that. And yet, if he was in gyms, restaurants, salons, things like that, he was like, oh my gosh, we wouldn't have even made it because it's been shut down for so long. So interesting to hear what is going on around the country and around the world. So we had Paula there in Florida. Test lines are crazy. Kathy in Missouri, good to see you guys. Yeah, pop down below what's going on in your state, in your country, and how things are going, and if you're doing anything different. So here's the deal. Omicron looks like it is going to spread more than other ones. Hey, Maureen. It looks like it's going to spread quicker, faster. This is what all the research is showing, at least the news reports. Hard to say what's really going on because the news media, it's not really about giving out the news. It is about getting ratings and getting people to watch the shows. So people are going to watch train wrecks, and so it's really hard to get the information at this point, especially when something like this is in the last month, and there's really not a lot of research. There's no studies been done, anything. So we don't know a whole lot yet. Good morning, Monica. Good to see you. So here we go. This is what we're looking at and what it looks like. We know that it's going to be transmitted faster. It's going to be, potentially more contagious. They're saying it'll probably take over. Hey, Janie, good to see you. It'll probably take over for the Delta variant. And yet, we don't know a whole lot about it. We know coming out of South Africa, the reports are really not that severe of an infection, really no major deal. I've only seen one reported death. Let me know, pop down below if you guys have seen anything else. Hey, Star, good to see you in Arizona there. I've only seen one reported death so far from this in Europe, but otherwise, everything I'm seeing is even New York City cases are up, but hospitalizations are not going up. So from our perspective, it looks like it's going to be that contagious variant that is going to run through, and it's going to ultimately infect even more people. But the good news is that that's potentially going to give this natural immunity. A lot of you guys have already had COVID and had it in the past. Pop down below when you had it and again. So that will be great to be able to see, because we've seen people 12, 14, 16 months that they're still having antibodies. They've been around people that have had infections, things like that. So Nancy, way back from early January last year. So yeah, some of those things are great to see. So here's what we're looking at. It's spreading quickly, but it's probably going to be less damaging of a variant of this virus. And so they're saying that some of the symptoms might be different, some of them might be the same. We don't really know for sure. Again, it's still going through. But what we do know is that the things that you need to be doing for your immune system are the same things that you need to be doing last month, last year, March of 2020, March of 2010 or 2001, whatever. You've got to take care of your body. And that's the whole thing. Whether you get the shot, whether you don't get the shot, or the booster, or fourth booster, or fifth booster, whatever that you decide to do for yourself and for your family, you've got to take massive action in your health. You've got to be taking your vitamin D. If you do come down with things, you've got to have a game plan. Check out some of our videos from last week. Hey Tammy, monoclonal antibody treatments work. We have seen that. At this point, is there anyone who hasn't been exposed? I'm depending on my immune system and I'm 70. Kathleen, great point. We're all going to get exposed. There's no doubt about that. Just going through air ducts in a grocery store. I was at Costco the other day. They put these nice fancy plastic shields that literally were about 2 feet wide and about this tall, and it's got 30-foot ceilings and it's everywhere. And so germs, that they don't just go from me sneezing on you, they're everywhere and are going to move around. So yes, we're all going to be exposed. But what is your body going to do about it? And you need to have a game plan and be ready for this. This is what we were talking about last week. I did quite a few videos on this, and having your game plan ready, being prepared, knowing that you have the things on hand that you need to get your immune system working as well as feasibly possible in that time. You've got to set it up ahead of time where you go through and you go step by step through getting your immune system as healthy and your body as healthy as possible, meaning can you get Omicron if you had Delta in October? There are no signs as of yet that I've seen anyone get COVID, a true COVID infection twice. A lot of times it will be reinfection. Dr. Peter Mercola, he talks about this as well, that there's a very good chance that one of those was a false positive, or somebody just had not fully recovered, and you can still have antibodies up to 3, or not antibodies, but showing infection up to 3 months after that infection. So we have not seen that with patients. Hey Leslie, good to see you. We know that we had this and it was sick 3 to 4 days. Awesome, great job. And I'm sure, Leslie, I've seen you on here a bunch. I'm sure you were taking care of yourself, doing the things you need to do. Get that sleep, get that blood sugar stabilized, work on that microbiome, on the gut, all these different things. So, ultimately, we don't know where this is go, and yet what we do know is that it's could be more transmissible than other variants, who knows, but odds are, and everything we've seen, much less problematic for the body. So what does that mean? Well, it could give people natural immunity a whole lot faster, and that would be much better for somebody than this waning antibodies from boosters and all of those things. If you can get a mild case of COVID and get over it, that's great. Now your body's got that natural immunity. Hey Andrea, good luck with the pregnancy and going through COVID there. You got this. If you need any support, reach out to us. So again, guys, just keep taking action, keep moving your feet step by step. Do not get afraid, do not panic and oh my gosh, here we go again. That is going to decrease your immune function more than anything else out there. Casey, great, you had COVID and you're not, and now you've got those antibodies. So that is great. Again, unfortunately, there may be some people that don't make it with this new round coming through, and yet so many people have now had the natural infection, and they are going to be doing so much better. So keep your immune system strong. Love having you guys on. If you've got any specific stories about what you're going through, what it's like in your state, pop those down below. Remember, it's your fate to be healthy, and you've just got to move your feet and stay strong. Take care.